Hello, my beautiful Sagittarius. Welcome or welcome back to Unbound Soul Tarot. My name is Helen and I am so happy to welcome you to my channel to this week's reading. We are going to be diving into your mind. We're going to be seeing what is going on in your head. What is your current mindset that you are most dominantly in right now? And what kind of mindset you are urged to take on more or adopt for your highest good. So we're going to get some good advice for you. Now, before we get into the reading, I just quickly want to remind you guys to use your discernment as you are watching this reading, please. As always, as with any tarot readings that you watch here on YouTube, because they are general, the readings will not resonate with every single one of you 100%, okay? There may be some bits that do apply to your current situations, and then maybe other bits don't resonate at all. So just take the bits that do resonate, and everything else you can leave behind, okay? And another new thing. I will be using the Archetypes deck in today's reading as well. This is a relatively new deck in my collection, but it has been absolutely superb with these readings to give more context about these mindsets that we are looking into. So yeah, with that being said, we can get straight to the reading. So I'm going to get all the cards out on the table. Not the tarot cards, but the oracle cards. We're going to get them all out on the table, and I'm going to speed you guys through that part, and then we'll dive deep into them. Wow, Sagittarius, what can I say? I'm kind of speechless because your cards are such heavy hitters again, and I'm actually going to take the underlying energies out here as well. I'm going to read all the cards out to you because they are probably not very visible and legible from where you are, from your viewpoint, because the camera is quite far. But the underlying energies that you got for your reading, we have Orphaned in reverse and we have Thief, with light attribute being sheds light on the potential wealth within you that can never be stolen, and the shadow attribute being stealing money, creative ideas, affection, or other powers you think you lack. And the mindset that you are currently in, we have Soulmates in reverse with Engineer, ability to give creative energy a practical expression, talent for designing resolutions to common dilemmas, and reliance on mechanistic solutions without regard for emotional consequences. And the mindset that you are asked to take on more or to adopt is the Higher Power card in reverse with Healer. Passion to serve others by repairing the body, mind, and spirit, ability to help transform pain into healing, and taking advantage of those who need help, failing to care for oneself. So let's start with the underlying energy here. I'm getting a very strong sense that you are in the process of letting something go or getting over a very serious situation, a very heartbreaking situation. Because of this Soulmates card over here, I feel inclined to say that it may have to do with like a romantic partnership or some kind of romantic connection. So if you recently went through a divorce or a breakup, a separation of some kind, it seems that right now you're very much dealing with the aftermath of that, dealing with the difficult emotions that ensue such a hard situation. And I do see some suppression of emotion, some suppression of sadness and confusion and anger and feeling lack and all of these heavy, like again, hard-hitting energies, very deep, very consuming emotions that I feel are all present within you. You're feeling them, but you're not dealing with them. That's what the main message here seems to be, that you are trying to overcome this difficult situation that you have just experienced. But I feel that the message here is that you're maybe not really going about it in the most healthy and beneficial way for yourself. Because looking at the main energy or the main mindset that you're in right now, it's kind of screaming of like a very methodical approach, almost like you're trying to cut emotion out of it completely and just focus on like practicality and rationality, and just trying to kind of push and force your way through this situation without really paying attention to how you are actually feeling. Again, this suppression thing is coming through so strongly. Like, you don't really want to face the emotions that you are experiencing, that you are going through, all of the pain that you are in. So instead, you seem to be just trying to kind of push through this, or trying to handle the situation, or deal with the situation, or solve the situation in a very methodical way. But what you are asked to do instead is to try and deal with the situation by acknowledging what is happening, what you are experiencing, what you are feeling, what you are sensing. Because that way, it seems that the healing can actually take place, and you can kind of move on from this situation, move on from this pain and this disappointment and sadness a lot more quickly. You will be able to kind of release this baggage before it starts weighing you down, before you start carrying it with you and kind of making life more difficult for yourself. Because right now it seems that you are experiencing some serious loss. And this feeling of lack, this feeling of emptiness or a void or something like that is coming through so heavily. But for some reason it seems like you don't really want to acknowledge, it's like you don't really want to acknowledge the emotional part of this breakup or this separation or whatever this loss is. I'm just talking about a romantic situation because it's kind of coming through the strongest. But of course, it could be a loss of any kind. It doesn't have to be a romantic connection. It can also be a platonic connection. It can be a friendship, whatever it is. But it seems that you have lost something that was very, very dear to you, something that meant a lot to you. But I'm also kind of getting the sense that you may be feeling like you are all alone in this. You may be trying to kind of struggle and push your way through this, trying to kind of shake the situation as quickly as possible, trying to rid yourself of this situation or these circumstances as quickly as possible and just like move on. But I feel like you are kind of not actually, like, you're not involving emotion, that's already been established. But I feel like you're also kind of drifting apart from like your spiritual side and your spiritual connection, especially like your spirit guides or your guardian angels or whoever you resonate with. You seem to be kind of drifting away from the spiritual aspect as well, and it's coming through fairly strongly that you are urged to kind of reconnect to this more spiritual side, because it is going to help you get through this more quickly, more easily. It is going to be very supportive for you if you let it, if you allow it. Because it seems that the main message that is coming through with this kind of new mindset that you are asked to adopt is that you need to kind of learn to transform this pain that you are in into healing, to use it in a constructive way, in a beneficial way, rather than suppressing these emotions and just hoping that they will somehow like vanish or that you won't feel them anymore as time passes. You are asked to deal with them and to resolve this pain again before it becomes a baggage, before it becomes a burden or some kind of wound that you keep dragging with you into new situations, into new relationships, and where it will start festering and causing a lot of issues. Because pain has always got a way of coming forward. It always finds a way to come out somehow. But let's see if we can get some more details. So this current mindset that you are in, let's see how this current mindset is serving you and how it is holding you back. So how is this current mindset of Sagittarius serving them? Okay, we got 2. Wow, we have 10 of Cups with the Queen of Wands. Yeah, I feel like it's allowing you to kind of stay in an emotionally stable place. Yeah, with the Chariot in reverse. It's kind of allowing you to stay in control of your emotions and to stay in a stable, in an at least like somewhat harmonious space where you are able to handle like the situation where things are like not getting out of hand, because I feel like getting into the emotions that you're actually feeling, they may like completely overwhelm you, which I think you are very much aware of, and which is why you don't really want to deal with them. Like, I'm getting this sense that progress and just movement is like super important to you right now. Almost like you cannot bear to stand still. Like you cannot possibly just be still. You need to keep moving. You need to take action. There's something that is urging you to constantly do something, to keep you distracted, to keep you occupied. But in truth, I don't think that you are actually moving forward, even if you are doing a lot of things, even if you are keeping yourself really busy. I feel like this emotional baggage that you are trying to suppress, that is very much weighing you down and keeping you kind of anchored where you are. But it's allowing you to kind of keep some kind of harmony or keep some kind of balance, especially in your home life, in your everyday life. It's allowing you to maintain balance and allowing you to kind of stay on top of things. But again, I don't see like true movement forward. So let's see how this mindset is holding you back. How is Sagittarius' current mindset holding them back? We're getting 2 again. Wow. And now you have the 10 of Pentacles, which came out in reverse with the 7 of Pentacles. Okay. And Justice. It's like you are trying to wait this thing out. Like you're just trying to wait this thing out, hoping that with time it will just fade, these feelings and this pain and this sadness, that it will just fade and you won't have to deal with them ever. But I feel like the message here with this Justice being here is quite clear that like sooner or later you will have to deal with them. As I was saying before, I don't feel like you are actually progressing, like you are actually moving forward from this situation. It's almost like you are just putting things on hold, you're just putting things on pause, like you are hibernating. But again, this moment of having to deal with the situation and having to deal with these emotions, like you can't really run away from that. You're going to have to deal with them eventually. Whenever that is, but you are going to have to deal with them. You can't really bypass that or escape that somehow. So basically, whatever it is that you are trying to do right now, however it is that you're trying to suppress these emotions and just move forward as quickly as possible, basically you're prolonging the process, like not allowing yourself to kind of properly deal with the situation so that you could properly like heal from it and move forward without the baggage. But let's see how this new mindset is going to help you. So let's see what this would heal for you and how it would benefit you in the future. So what would this heal? What would this new mindset heal for Sagittarius? What would this new mindset heal for Sagittarius? You're getting 2 cards for everything. It's crazy. It's almost kind of like another confirmation that this is talking about some kind of partnership or some kind of union. We have the 3 of Wands with the Hermit in reverse. Let's see what the underlying is. And the Page of Swords. Well, the first thing that I'm seeing is that it would actually help you to kind of regain faith in the future again. Because right now, I think you can't really see that. And it's completely understandable. It is completely understandable. If you're going through something emotionally very difficult, very taxing, very draining, just trying to keep yourself afloat, trying to keep it all together, trying to just keep moving, then it makes sense that like the future doesn't really matter that much in that moment, you know? There's just no room to think about the future too much, because there's too much to be dealt with in the moment. And I feel like this kind of maybe like slight pessimism or cynicism or just loss of hope for the future, like those kinds of things are what this new mindset, what this mindset that you are asked to embrace, what that would kind of help heal for you. It would help restore faith for the future and hope for the future. And it would also allow you to actually keep moving forward. We're getting like this message of moving forward, this message of progressing is coming through so much. And now with this 3 of Wands specifically, this is talking about like positive things, positive growth, positive expansion. And I do feel that you kind of need to go through this internal process, this introspection, this sifting through and looking through all of these difficult, crazy, confusing, overwhelming emotions and sensations that your body, that your emotional body, that your heart space, that all of those aspects of you are going through as a result of this separation or as a result of this loss. By doing that, again, you would actually be able to move forward in a more prosperous way, in a more beneficial way, in a way that would allow you to grow and expand. Because again, you won't have this baggage that you are just carrying with you, weighing you down and just affecting your future experiences unnecessarily. I see some serious mental clarity and just willingness to confront this heaviness and confront these difficult emotions that you're trying to kind of bypass or run away from somewhat. And again, like I always say this, but I truly do want to make it super clear that I'm never passing judgment on anyone. Like the things that come through this reading, they're not meant to be like judging you or whatever you do, your decisions in any way. This is just reflecting what the cards are saying about your current situation and how you are behaving, what kind of decisions and actions you are making and taking in this situation, and what is being recommended for you and how that would benefit you, how that would bring about better results for you. So yeah, just wanted to make that super clear. But let's see what this mindset would do for you in the future, how it would benefit you moving forward in the future. How would this new mindset benefit Sagittarius in the future? Oh my goodness. We have the Three of Pentacles in reverse with the Eight of Swords in reverse. So see, especially with this Eight of Swords coming out over here, you wouldn't be tied down, you wouldn't be restricted, your growth wouldn't be restricted. It would allow you to kind of create and expand and grow from a more like uninhibited way. Like you wouldn't be tied down. There wouldn't be, again, these weights that are just holding you back, that are keeping you back, that are not allowing you to grow and to accomplish and to set your course kind of anew, set yourself on a new course and get yourself into new experiences without being dragged down by the past. So yeah, the last thing I just want to say before we close this reading is that I'm noticing this numerological synchronicity, which is kind of interesting, that we're getting two tens on this side. And tens, numerologically speaking, are all about endings. They are culminations. And we have two threes over here, which are talking about expansion and growth and development. So again, it seems that we're getting a lot of confirmation about this ending that you're going through and needing to release that, needing to let go of that in a healthy way, right? So that you wouldn't get bogged down by this. And then we're getting these messages of growth and moving forward, which I feel like is what you are after anyway, but you're just maybe not really going about it in the best way right now. You're maybe not going about it in the most healthy way. So this is why the cards' messages are coming through as they are. And of course, you can do with them what you will. You can take them on board if you want to, but if you don't, if you don't want to take this advice, if you don't feel like dealing with your emotions, then that's absolutely your prerogative as well. But yeah, that's what I have for you, my sweet Saggy. I am so sorry that you're going through this, whatever this is that you are experiencing right now. I truly am very sorry, and I hope that this difficult time will pass for you very quickly, that you'll be able to move forward from it very soon. Okay? But I am sending you guys so much love and light. I would so appreciate it if you would let me know how this reading resonated for you, and just giving me feedback on how this reading fared for you. You can give me a thumbs up, you can leave me a comment if you wish to. I would love that. I would love hearing from you. And also, if you decided to stick around for future readings, I would love that even more so. So yeah, if you haven't already, please make sure to subscribe as well, because I promise not all of the readings are going to be this kind of heavy. But yeah, I am wishing you guys all the best, and I do truly hope to see you guys very, very soon in the next one. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.